So basically, we done switching part. From today, we need to start which one part, dear? Routing topic. Okay. So basically, we are getting some questions before we start routing. If someone asking why we use routing, clear? If someone asking how many types routing, and third question, if someone asking which scenario use a routing, clear? And if someone asking how many way to configure a routing. So basically this question today we need to discuss first, clear? Okay, now scroll down. Basically we are getting some scenarios. Okay, we are getting a router. Basically router called which one layer device? It's called layer 3 device. Which one device, Faninder? Layer 3 device. That means it's work on which one layer, Ibrahim? Network layer. Okay, one more thing. A router called full duplex device. Which one device, dear? Full duplex. One more thing, router. A router number of ports. We are getting a 2, 4, 6 or 8. Why we are getting a 2, 4, 6, 8? Depends on series number, or you can say depends on model number, or you can say depends on vendor also. Clear? Now one more thing. A router support routing. Router support Paninder, which one translation, dear? Net translation. Net means network address translation, private to public. Switch never support this feature. One more thing, a router maintain which one table, Abhishek, Kirti? Routing table. One more thing, a router maintain which one table, Ibrahim? ARP table. Clear? And one more thing you can write down. Router always perform proxy concept. Which one concept, dear? Proxy concept. And one more point you can say, router every port, or you can say interface, every port different network member. Clear? Now one more scenario. For example, if we are using a router, so this one is my router. Router this side 0 by 0. This side we are getting a 0 by 1. Clear? Okay, router connected with this side switch. Switch connected with some of LAN users. Done? Okay, this side we are connected switch, and this switch connected with some of which one devices, dear? Server. Now, basically router having how many interfaces right now? 2 interfaces. So basically this side we are getting a separate network 192.168.1.0 network /24. So this user having a IP is 1.1, MAC address is A, 1.2, MAC address is B, 1.3 MAC address is C, 1.4 MAC address is D. Now one more thing. Basically, router this side, we are using a network as 192.168.2.0/24. So basically 2.10 MAC address is E, 2.20 MAC address is F. Can you please verify router both interface same network member or different network? Paninder, router both interfaces same network member or different network?
Different networks.
Different network. Okay, if I am saying, brother, if I am saying this PC1 trying to communicate with this PC4. So without gateway IP or gateway MAC, communication is possible or not possible?
Possible.
Possible, because both are sitting in same network. But if I'm saying this user trying to communicate with this server, so then what will be happen? Whenever this user generate data, inside data layer 3 source IP and destination IP. Source IP is 1.1, destination is 2.2. So can you please verify inside data on layer 3, both are same network member or different network? Both are different network. So basically this user say, brother, I want to get a gateway IP and gateway MAC is required. So if someone asking, sir, what is the meaning of gateway? Gateway means it's a last exit interface from network. So which one? So basically, whenever this user send data, so switch will receive. Switch read layer 2 and forward this side. So basically, this one is my last point now from network. From this network, I want to get outside. So this one is my last interface. So basically,
regardez voir si je peux.
on this router, this interface 0/0, we assign IP. So gateway IP is very important. Which one is my gateway IP? From your network first address or last address act as a gateway IP. Hello? So from your network first IP or last IP act as a gateway IP address. So I will assign 1.254 and MAC address is G. Okay. Whenever this server trying to communicate with this user, then this server having a gateway IP? No. So for this user or servers, this side we assign a gateway IP from this network. Which one? So last IP 2.254 and MAC address is H. So right now this LAN user will get gateway IP already, and gateway MAC how to get? After ARP resolve for gateway. After ARP request, we can get gateway MAC information. So this side server also get. Now go to second diagram. So basically this one is design. This one is design, and now network engineer defined for this users, a gateway IP is 1.254 and gateway MAC is G, because this one is 1.254, MAC is G. For this servers, gateway IP is 2.254, gateway MAC is H. Clear? So basically this side 2.254, MAC address is H. Now communication is possible or not possible? We need to check. Basically, this router will maintain two tables. First is ARP table. So this router will say, brother, I am maintaining the ARP table. Inside ARP table, this router will maintain IP, MAC address. Okay, then interface number, then define time. So basically, by default, router maintain on interface entry in ARP table. I will write on by default, router install on interfaces information inside ARP table. Now, which one having a router interface? Kirti, Ibrahim, Paninder, Abhishek. The router, which one is on interfaces? How many interfaces router? 0 by 0 and 0 by 1. So basically 1.254 MAC address is G and interface number is 0 by 0. 2.254 MAC address is H, interface number is 0 by 1. But for on interfaces, time is minus. Minus means this entry is infinite. That means never flush. Clear? Infinite means never flush. But whenever this user, this server will do our process and trying to get gateway MAC. So basically router will store on this interface, this user's ARP entry, this interface, this server side user entry. Clear? So I'm saying 1.1 MAC address is A on 0 by 0, time is running. 1.2 MAC is B 0 by 0, time is running. 2.10 MAC address is E on 0 by 1, time is running. 2.20 MAC address is F on 0 by 1 and time is running. Clear? So ARP table process is clear. Now one more thing. One more thing is which one? Basically, this router maintain routing table. Which one table? Paninder, Ibrahim, Kirti, Abhishek. Routing table. So basically inside routing table, how many information we are getting? In ARP table, we are getting IP, MAC, interface, and time information. But in routing table, we are getting a first information is routing code. Routing code means to define how to get network information. Then we are getting which one information? Prefix, or you can say, hold on. We can say this one is my which one information? Network address sometimes, and sometimes we are getting IP address. Then we are getting one more information, subnet mask. Clear? Then we are getting interface number. So can you please verify, Faninder, Ibrahim, Kirti, Abhishek, how many networks connected with this router interfaces? Router, how many networks connected directly?
2 networks.
2 networks, sir.
2 networks. So basically, whenever router get directly connectivity, so routing code is C. So first network connected with this interface, which one? This network. Network address is 192.168.1.0. Subnet mask is /24. And which interface connected? 0 by 0. From this network, any interface available on router? Yes, this interface. So this interface, on interface information is stored by L. L means local interface. And which one having an IP on this interface? 1.254. Subnet mask is /32 because it's a single IP. All octet full. And now which interface? 0 by 0. Now router will verify one more network connected with this interface. This one. So C network 192.168.2.0/24 on connected with 0 by 1. One more local interface 192.168.2.254 because this interface also getting IP address from this network now. So this one is local interface /32 with 0 by 1. So basically always write down one theory. By default, router store inside routing table directly connected network information already. Clear? If network engineer want to install indirectly network information, then use which one protocol, Ibrahim, Paninder? Routing protocols. Clear? So this 2 points is clear. Now, how data traffic will forward? Now router. So basically first create your diagram. This one is your diagram. Now, so basically this one is 1.254 MAC is G, 2.254 MAC is H. And this router will maintain two tables, ARP table and routing table. This user also maintain ARP tables, not a routing table. This server also maintain ARP table. Now, basically we show only router ARP table. So copy this ARP table. Oh, Control Z. Give me 1 second, hold on. Copy this one, go to scroll down. Okay, right now this side. So basically this one is which one ARP table, dear? This one is which device ARP table? Router ARP table. Clear? Done. Now router maintain routing table as well. Copy this routing table. Now paste on this side. Done. Now. Now how data traffic will forward? Basically, one more thing you need to remember. This users also maintain ARP table. But inside ARP table, this user will say IP, MAC, time. So basically in ARP entry will take 4 hours. So basically this user say my gateway is 1.254, MAC is G and time is running. This server will also say I'm maintaining which one table? ARP table, IP, MAC, time. 2.254 MAC is H and time is running. Clear? Parinder, Ibrahim, Abhishek, Kirti, this thing is clear. Now, how data traffic will forward? Now, so basically it's a very simple. Whenever this PC trying to communicate with this user, so without gateway communication possible, but how to communicate with this server? So this user will generate data. And data add layer 2 information. In layer 2, source MAC, destination MAC. And data will add layer 3, source IP, destination IP. Now, how to add? Now this user says source MAC is A, source IP is 1.1, destination is 2.10. So both are same network or different network? Ibrahim, Faninder, Abhishek, Kirti. Both are different network. If you're trying to communicate in different network, so verify your gateway MAC. Which one? G. So destination is always gateway MAC. This data traffic forward from this user to switch. Switch read layer 2. On layer 2, source MAC is A, but destination MAC is G. So G connected on this side. Router will receive on this interface and verify now. First look up. And which one table? Routing table. And right now router verified destination is 2.10. Any network available in routing table 2. Ibrahim, Faninder, Abhishek, Kirti. Any network available 2.192.168 2. Network. This network available? Yes or no? But connected with
Yes.
which one interface? 0 by 1. So
0
router
by 1.
say, okay, if you want to reach, so 0 by 1 interface will help. Okay. So 0 by 1 interface IP is 2.254. Okay. Any MAC information is available? No. So router every time do which one task? Proxy. What is the meaning of proxy? Whenever router forward this data on this side, so second lookup is ARP table and router verify which one MAC is 2.254. Which one MAC? H. So basically whenever the router forward data, so data router will add layer 2 source MAC, destination MAC, and router will add layer 3 source IP, destination IP. Now, so whenever router forward data, so router verify source MAC is which one? This interface exit. So 2.250 MAC is H. Destination is 2.10. Any entry available? Yes. MAC address is E. Source IP is 1.1, 2.10. Now switch receive, switch lookup into layer 2 and forward on this server side. This server receive and verify Okay, I am receiving the data traffic from H, but which one is source? 1.1. Okay. So now server trying to send back which one message? Reply. So reply time server will verify gateway information is available in app table. Yes. So on layer 2, on layer 3, source MAC, destination MAC, source IP, destination IP. Now, so basically which one device sending reply message? Server na, so source MAC is E. Source IP is 2.10, but destination is 1.1. Now, server send back reply in same network? No. So different means gateway MAC destination H. Switch receive and switch forward on this side. Router again receive and second first look up in which one table? Routing table. Router verified destination 1.1 network is available. Yes. This network and connected with 0 by 0. 0 by 0 interface IP is 1.254. Now, whenever router forward this data traffic via this interface, so router verify 1.254 MAC is G. So router will say, okay, brother, I am sending your data layer 2, source MAC, destination MAC, and layer 3, source IP, destination IP. Now, so router will say source MAC is exit interface 1.250 MAC. So source MAC is G, destination MAC is 1.1. Which one? Any entry available in app table? Yes, A MAC. Done. Source IP is 2.10, destination is 1.1. This switch receive and look up into layer 2 and forward on this user. Whenever this user receive, this user verify destination is A. Okay, it's a me. But sender is G. That means it's my gateway. Acceptable. So router every time do proxy, but on which one layer? Paninder, Ibrahim, Abhishek, Kirti. Router will perform proxy on which one layer? Layer 2, layer 3. Verify. On which layer router perform proxy, dear? Layer 2.
Layer 2.
Layer 2. Done. Now one more thing. So basically, if I'm getting a this kind of
Yes, tell
design,
again, what do you mean by proxy in this? What do you mean by proxy in this?
Proxy means hide your LAN network devices actual MAC address. Only
You're talking about. So you're
yes,
talking about the source MAC address would be that of the intermediate node, right? That's what
yes,
you mean,
yes,
right?
yes, yes.
Okay, that's it. Okay.
Now verify this one design we discussed now. 0 by 1, 0 by 0, 0 by 0, 0 by 1. Now in this design we are getting a two side. This one is my Delhi side. This one is my Bangalore side. Clear? Now one more thing. In Delhi side, we are using a LAN network is 192.168.1.0/24, PC1, PC2, PC3, PC4. Done. 1.1 AMAC, 1.2 BMAC, 1.3 CMAC, 1.4 DMAC. And this interface MAC is IP is 1.254 and MAC is E. Clear? Now, one more thing. Basically, Bangalore side, we are using a LAN network is 192.168.2.0/24. So this server is 2.10, MAC address is F 2.10, 2.20, and MAC address is G. Clear? Now, so both LAN different network or same network? Verify. Both branches LAN network is same network or different?
Different network.
Different now. Basically, now network admin will configure on WAN side interface, this one and this one side. How many IP required on WAN side link? How many IP required in between two routers? On this link, how many IP required?
2.
Only 2 IP. So we are using /24. No, we are using a /30. And which one network? Router 1 and router 2. That means we are using 12.0.0.0. That means 12.0.0.1 IP and MAC address is we can say it's a MAC address is K 12.0.0.2 because device 2 and MAC address is L. Done. Now So in this design, communication we can try. But first verify, first thing. Can you please verify, brother? Hold on. From this LAN network, that means if I am saying from router 1 to this LAN network directly connected or indirectly connected?
Come again.
From router 1 to router 2 0x1 interface network is directly connected or indirectly connected?
Indirectly connected.
Indirectly, because we are not getting any direct cable, na? Okay. From router 2 to router 1 0x1 interface network is directly connected or indirectly connected?
Indirectly connected.
Indirectly connected. Clear? Now, so routing always perform for which one network? Paninder, Ibrahim, Abhishek, Kirti, indirect network. Clear? Now, one more thing. So in this design, we can learn communication task. Clear? Okay, but scroll down. First point, always clear. Now we need to learn about the routing. Basically, routing available two types. One is my source base and other one is which one, dear? Destination base. Clear?
Destination.
Now, source base routing we can perform on the basis of which one information? Policy. Destination based routing we can perform via static routing, default routing, and we can use dynamic routing. Clear? How to differentiate these two routings? For example, this one is your user connected with your switch and switch connected with router and router connected with two ISP. ISP1, ISP2. This one is 10 MB link and this one is 100 MB link. But right now this switch connected with two users. This one is admin and this one is marketing department person. Now, I'm saying whenever marketing department user trying to send data, so automatically traffic will go to via which one, dear? ISP side. Clear? Basically, this router only look up into which one information? Destination information. On which one layer? Layer 3. But I'm saying now this router, whenever admin traffic is coming on my router, then router verify which one information, dear? Source. On the basis of which one? Policies. Clear? After verify source, traffic will forward via which one side? ISP2 side. So basically, by default, router look up into which one information? Destination. But we can forcefully say you can verify which one information, dear? Source information. Clear? Paninder, Dimple, Ibrahim. Now. So basically, we can learn both routing in CCNP, but little bit discussion. In CCI, we discuss complete. Now, one more thing. One more thing is we learn destination base routing. Which one, dear? Destination based routing. Destination based routing is three types. Which one? Static.
So by default, which is the routing that is configured?
Destination based. Destination based.
Okay, for source based routing to be enabled, where do we need to configure?
Yes, we need to configure some tasks. Okay.
Somewhat. Come again.
Source based routing we can perform on the basis of policy. We use ACL route map. Clear? Then we can perform prefix list and multiple things. Now, destination based routing we discuss from static, from default, and from dynamic routing. Okay. Right now in static routing, we discuss.
For the source based routings only for with policy.
Policy, only policy. We discuss now how to configure policy. First, you need to learn destination based process now. Then you can configure the source base. If you don't
Okay.
have any idea about the destination based, so how it possible to configure source based policy?
All
So
right.
first data coming on your router, then verify your traffic, which one user is coming. So ACL will help to verify the traffic, to match the traffic, clear? Then second thing, we configure route map to define the next stop IP, clear? Then we can say we are configuring policy source based routing on the basis of policy. Now, in destination based routing, first we learn static routing. In static routing, we learn three things. We learn next hop based routing, next hop, exit interface, and which one routing, dear? Floating. Then we start default routing. In default routing, same thing we discussed, next hop, exit, and floating. And then we start dynamic routing protocol. In dynamic routing protocol, we discuss IGP protocol, EIGRP, and OSPF. Clear? Then we discuss EGP protocol. In EGP protocol, we discuss only BGP protocol with which one version? Which version? Version 4.
Before.
Clear? Now,
So we do all the lab of this with this protocol.
yeah, lab we also do. No worry. Before start routing, must be clear some concept. In routing, first concept we are getting which one information, dear? Routing codes. If someone asking what is the meaning about what is the meaning about a routing codes? Routing code means to define how to learn a networks. So basically, routing code we are getting for directly connected network. Routing code is C. One more routing code for on interface, router on interface. So basically, router on interface routing code is L. Clear? Now, static routing is default. Static routing code is different. Default routing code is different. Dynamic routing protocols code is different. But this two code is mandatory. Now, second thing is which one? We are getting AD value. Which one value? Ibrahim, Paninder. AD value. AD value means to define network, how many distance from source to destination. Clear? So basically AD value is 8-bit. And one more thing, AD value called administrative distance. One more thing, some routing protocol use predefined AD value. One more thing, we can use a formula. Formula is very simple. 2 power 8 bits. So we are getting a 256 value, but valid from 1 to 255. Which one, dear? So AD value range is which one? 1 to 255. So AD value will define network, how many distance in between source to destination. Now one more thing we can get, third option. Third option is which one, Faninder? Metric. What is the meaning about the metric? Metric means how to get best path. Which one, dear? How to get best path. Basically, metric available in which one table, Ibrahim? Routing table. One more thing, metric value is how many bits? How many bits, dear? 32 bits. Clear? How many bits value we are getting? 32 bits value. One more thing. A routing table by default can install 32-bit value as a metric. One more thing. Routing table possible to install 64-bit metric, but use RIB scale feature, routing information base scale feature. Clear? Now, fourth feature. Fourth feature name is timers. What is the meaning of timers? Timers means to get information about neighbor. It's alive or down. Timers will be two types. We can say we are sending keep alive and we are getting wait timer. Clear? Keep alive use X value and wait is always 3x. That means, for example, if keep alive is every 1 second we are sending, so whole timer is how many? Paninder? Whole timer is automatically how many seconds? 3 seconds. Clear? Now, one more thing. It's a 3x. Now, one more option is available. Fifth number. Fifth number option is which one? We can say authentication. Authentication is to secure routing devices from unauthorized devices. From unauthorized devices. Clear? From to secure routing device from unauthorized devices. Now, so basically authentication is two types. One is my MD5. MD5 means message digest version 5, and other one is HMAC SHA 256. Clear? Paninder, Ibrahim, Abhishek, Kirti. This thing is clear. Now, sixth point. Sixth point is which one? Sixth point name is load balancing. Load balancing means to get multiple best path. Clear? Now, seventh feature name is automatic convergence. Automatic convergence means it's very simple. Automatic convergence means to get primary and secondary path concept. Clear? Which one concept? Primary and secondary path concept. Okay, it's the last feature. 8. Which one feature? Abhishek, Kirti, Ibrahim, loop prevention. Okay. to prevent loops. Which type loops we can prevent? Control plane and data plane. If someone asking, sir, what is the meaning of control plane? Control plane available on router, switches, firewall, access point also. Clear? Basically, control plane means whenever devices exchange updates. Inside updates, device will exchange network information. Data plane means whenever devices send, receive traffic, then we are getting a loop chart. So both loop charts we can prevent with the help of some mechanisms. Clear? With the help of some mechanism. Any doubt? Kirti, Abhishek, Faninder, Ibrahim. Kirti, Abhishek, Faninder, Ibrahim, clear these points? Hello?
Yeah, maybe
Oh.
the first points.
Okay.
Hello,
Yes.
hello. Yeah, the first point before metric. Yes, the first, yeah, yes.
The routing
The
code
add
means
value.
to define how this route learn via any routing protocol or automatically. So we are getting a routing code. For directly connected route, routing code is C, and router on interface network information installed via which one code? With L. Static routing, default routing, dynamic routing protocols, routing code is different. Clear? We discuss step by step. Okay.
Okay, will you have the policy routing in the routing with for routing code?
Policy is not getting any routing code. Policy is
Okay.
concept is different. Clear? We forcefully define the path. We forcefully define the path for a specific devices. So that condition device will verify source information. Which one information? Source information. And which type of source information? You can say IP, MAC address or port number. Which one information? IP, MAC address and port number.
Port.
Okay. Clear?
Yes.
So go through this small video. Tomorrow we discuss complete static routing and then default routing. Clear? Faninder, Ibrahim,
All right.
Abhishek, Kirti. Go through this short video. Okay, you can receive this video on Google Drive.